I used to believe love was straightforward. You meet someone, commit, and spend your lives building a future together. I thought that true love alone was enough to withstand anything. I was mistaken. Love, I've learned, can be delicate, easily shaken when curiosity or modern ideas creep in. It began about a year ago. My wife, Hannah, and I had been married for 7 years. We had survived financial hardships, family grief, and those quiet nights when comfort turns into complacency. I believed our bond was unshakable. Then one evening, out of nowhere, Hannah asked me to sit with her on the couch. She seemed anxious but resolute. "I've been reading," she began, fidgeting, "about open relationships, how they can sometimes strengthen a marriage." I chuckled, assuming she was joking. She wasn't. "I just think," she continued softly, "we've both stopped evolving. Maybe we need space to explore, to feel free so we can appreciate each other again." Her words hit me like a tidal wave. Explore? Be free? I had no idea what she meant within the bounds of marriage. "Are you unhappy?" I asked. She shook her head. "No, I love you, Ben. But I felt disconnected, and I don't want resentment to grow between us." We talked for hours that night. She wasn't asking for separation, just honesty, openness, a new kind of trust. Wanting to be supportive, I reluctantly agreed. At first, nothing seemed to change. Our routines remained: dinners, work, lazy Sundays. But something inside me shifted. There was now an invisible third presence in our marriage. Possibility. Then came Maya. She had been Hannah's best friend since college. Vivacious, magnetic, someone whose energy could fill a room. I had always liked her, but after Hannah's proposal, I began noticing Maya differently, the way she laughed, the way her gaze lingered. It wasn't deliberate, at least not initially. A few weeks later, while Hannah worked late, Maya visited. She brought wine and said she wanted to check in. We talked about life, marriage, and how love evolves. Her words were sharp yet empathetic. "You know, Hannah told me about your new arrangement," she said. "I think that's brave of both of you." I smiled awkwardly. Brave wasn't exactly the word I'd choose. "You're more traditional, huh?" she asked. "Maybe," I admitted. "Marriage is supposed to be about two people, not four." Maya tilted her head, locking her eyes on mine. "But what if those two people forget how to feel alive?" Her tone wasn't flirtatious but intimate, candid. I didn't respond. We sat in silence, heavy with unspoken thoughts. Then she reached over and touched my hand. "You're a good man, Ben. Don't lose yourself trying to be what someone else wants." It wasn't just what she said, it was the way she said it, like she could see all my hidden frustrations. When Hannah returned later that night, I acted normal. Yet something had shifted inside me. Maya's words echoed for days. Weeks passed. The emotional distance between Hannah and me widened. She seemed lighter, happier, as if the freedom she sought had awakened a spark I could no longer reach. She went out with friends I didn't know, stayed late, and came home with scents unfamiliar to me. I tried to trust as she had asked, but doubt raged in my mind. Then one evening Maya texted me, "Can we talk?" I shouldn't have gone, but curiosity, and maybe loneliness, drew me in. At her place, she was quieter, gentler, almost nervous. "I don't want to overstep," she said. "But I think Hannah's changes are hurting you, more than she realizes." Her concern was genuine. But genuine concern can blur into something more when vulnerability is shared. As we talked, our conversation deepened. She admitted admiration for my loyalty, for my steadiness, even in complicated times. And then, softly, "If she can't see what she has, someone else does." The words lingered. My heart raced. I froze, unable to speak, yet unable to leave. No lines were crossed physically, but emotionally, something irreversible had happened. Maya looked at me with a kind of attention I hadn't felt in months, like I mattered, like I was enough. Returning home, Hannah was asleep. I stood in the doorway, wondering if she still saw me as her husband, or merely as a participant in some modern experiment. I realized our marriage had opened, yes, but in the wrong way. It wasn't freedom, it was distance disguised as progress. Weeks later, I confessed to Hannah, not what Maya said but how it made me feel. She was silent, neither angry nor surprised. Then quietly, "I didn't think this would hurt you like this. I thought it would make us stronger." "It didn't," I admitted. "It only made us lonelier." We sat in silence, the first time in months, without rules, experiments, or pretense, just truth. She cried. I held her. For the first time in a long time, we were two people again, not two ideas of what love should be. Looking back, I understand, opening a marriage doesn't fix what's broken. It only amplifies it. Love isn't freedom from commitment, it's finding freedom within it. And while I'll never forget Maya's words or their impact, I know this. The moment you allow someone else to fill the space your partner once did, the marriage isn't open, it's already fracturing.